Welcome back into DSI. Jeff, not only was it a busy week for the boys, that was one of our longer A blocks. So many games to get through.
A lot of games.
But as you mentioned before the break, also a busy week for the girls. The Y-High girls playing host to Worcester Prep earlier this week. Picked things up early first quarter. Y-High, they would miss the jumper, but Aaliyah Harris is there to grab the offensive board and lay it back up. Worcester, though, they would answer. Chloe Rutto with the three-pointer from the top of the key. Y-High up 29-20. At the half. And then in the second, the Indians trying to get a fast start. You see the short jumper from Leanna Pettit, but Haley Merritt would get out on the fast break and finish on the left side. Haley Merritt just wide open. We talked to her at the Governor's Challenge. Really a strong player for the Mallards this year, so expect big things from the private school. But down the stretch, Taylor Russ would bring this one home. She hits a short jump shot, then creates some space down low, gets the defender commit with the pump fake and lays that one in. Despite trailing after the first quarter, Y-High, they win 51-36 to move to 2-1 on the year.
Honestly, it's just we need to work together, and we also need to know how to slow down the ball when it needs to be, pick up the pace when it needs to be. That's about it. Play our game. That should take us a long way.
We're going to keep things in the Bayside. Jonah Bennett and Parkside. Now, early on, Clippers, Mikara Hansen knocks down the open triple. Then the other way in transition. Check this out. Parkside's Mackenzie Gaynor going to hit the jumper from the elbow. Nice looking stroke there. The Rams keeping this one close. Bennett, though, they would respond. Kayla Beal with a nice pump fake to get herself to the rim for the lay-in, cutting the lead to just 2. But fast forward to the fourth quarter now. Clippers leading, and Eliza Handy would seal it with this and one. That floater in the lane. Bennett, they go on to take it 71-64 in a very high-scoring shootout.
And the opposite of that game, Pocomoke taking the trip to take on CSD in a rematch of last year's regional semifinal. Early first quarter, Piaja Johnson going to miss her initial attempt, but grabs her own rebound and lays it in. CSD, they would answer, though, courtesy of a Katie Linthicombe three. Now, Jeff, as I said, low scoring at the end of regulation, 14-14, so to overtime we go. Then in OT, Mikel Schoolfield comes up with the big steal on the defensive end. She would finish on the other end, getting fouled in the process. Then almost just like deja vu, Schoolfield again with the slippery hands. However, she can't finish, but Aja Kellum is there to clean it up and put that one home. But still tied up. We need double overtime to settle things. And the extra time, Johnson comes down with the offensive rebound and finishes. Pocomoke, they steal this one on the road, 23-16.
Well, what I like about tonight was the fact that, you know, even while under pressure, hearing the crowd, we managed to push through with foul shots. Might not made all of them, but, you know, at least got one in.
Crisfield also on the road this week, looking for their first win of the season, but early on, newest member of the 1,000-point club, Amaya Mumford, gets it at the top of the key and bangs home the jumper. Then later on, Salia Perez is going to keep it herself and will finish at the rack. Courtesy of 2, a nice screen from Mumford. Then onto the second half, Perez showing off her court vision, finding her sister Gracie wide open underneath the basket for the lay-in. Then later in the second half, it would take Decatur 3 tries to get this one in, Jonah, but Mumford hauls the rebound down in traffic and puts it back up for 2 of her game-high 14 points. Crisfield, though, not going away easy. Evie Potter, love that name, gets it as the trailer and knocks down the 3 late in the fourth quarter, but Decatur too much to handle in this one. Savannah Walton gets the long pass and lays it in for the easy 2 as Decatur. They go on to win 49-21 over the Crabbers.
And in girls action, once again, Snow Hill hosting Mardella. The story for the Warriors all year has been the strong play of Kayla Cook. She's going to take it down the court, misses her layup, but gets the rebound and the one for the three-point play. And then Armani Banks, much of the same, going to miss her initial attempt, grab the rebound, step back, and hit the jumper. I think they're padding their stats a little bit. Want to get those stats up for the end of the game. But Cook again getting her own rebound, puts it back up
the same play
for 2 of her game-high 18 points. And then once more in transition, Jamira Handy gets the long pass down the court and makes the layup as the Mardella Warriors go on the road. And Jeff, listen to this score, 60-14 over Snow Hill. So we had some high-scoring games. We had some low-scoring games. What a week it was.
What a week it was. We saw a double overtime game that was 23-16. And we saw a regular season game that was, 71-64, whatever that was, 7-point spread. So about under 40 points scored in one game in double overtime with 2 additional periods.
Yeah,
and then
crazy.
We had a game that had over 130 points. It looked like a high school, some of these high school boys games that we've seen.
Exactly.
Tremendous action from these girls squads. I cannot wait to see what the rest of the season has in store for us.
But Jeff, we still have a lot more winter sports to get to. When we return, we're hitting the mats for some wrestling. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.
I'm Alexis Phillips. I'm from Y High, and you're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.